I'm Dr. Robin Simmons, the Executive Director of Raising Our Kids Incorporated. All right, it's the pandemic. It is sour. The pandemic, nothing sweet about this. It is sour. And plus, we're talking about our kids going back in the midst of an uprise of the pandemic. There's more cases than ever, and people are dying. It's a health crisis, and our kids have to learn. So, what do you do when a lemon is thrown at you? What do you do when you receive the lemon? Make some lemonade. That's good and refreshing. So we are going to talk about how to turn this sour time of our lives into some lemonade. Of course, we know the health crisis of this situation. We know we want to stay safe. We want our kids to stay safe. And that's number one. I believe your health and safety is even before the learning. Safety comes first. We want our kids to stay safe and healthy. So if your district is doing a hybrid situation or all online, all right, give it to me. What you got? What schedule you going to throw at me? Because you might be a parent that still have to go to work. And so therefore, so many things are scrambling in your mind. How are you going to keep up with the online schedule and making sure that your kids are getting everything that they need online, because you're at work and whoever's watching your kids, or sometimes they're watching themselves, you can't trust that. You just can't. Or maybe you do work at home, but guess what? You got to do your work at home. Your company that you're hired to pays you to do their work, not monitor and watch your kids online. So how does that work? That's still a dilemma. And some of us got more than one kid, more than one situation going on. Some of us got multi-handicapped disability kids. So their needs are very hands-on. So who has what you got? Give it to me, because we're going to make some lemonade from this. Whatever the situation, the scheduling is, we're going to make some lemonade from this. Your kid doesn't really do well online because they do not, concentrate. Now, let me tell you something. If that's your child, if you saying that's your child, take them video games away from them until they learn how to concentrate on their online learning. Like, if they can concentrate on those video games all day, all the time, they can do it with the learning. Now, some people, say, oh, wow, that's going to be a lot of hours for my kid to sit in front of a computer to learn. How many hours are they playing that video game? I know there's difference. There's mindless type of play instead of being, concentrating on what you're doing. But they can live through it, and they will. And it's good for them. We're going to make some lemonade. So this is the PANdemIC lemonade. And, whatever you thinking, just like family field trips. Oh, we wanted to go on vacations. I know I wanted to go on some vacations. But guess what? Healthy and staying safe is number one. So therefore, I'm going to stay healthy and safe, and I'm going to do some family field trips. So very enriching, can be just as much fun. And then that quality time with your family, you just can't buy that. And sometimes we go on vacations and the kids do this and then we do that. And, all we did was spend a lot of money. So also, we are tripping with let's just use what we call common sense versus nonsense. Some people are just looking at all these blogs or information that's very opinionated, but not scientific based. If people are not talking, that they are not experts in the field, take it with a grain of salt. Just like all of us have, our opinions. And if we were in charge, of course, we would do something different. But please be very objective when you're looking at information. What are the facts? Base it on the facts. That's it. Numbers are facts. Numbers don't lie. There are numbers of people getting the cases every single day, dying every single day. Stick with the facts. And I know it can be just taunting and dawning on you, listening to all the news all the time. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Make some lemonade. Turn it around and make some lemonade. The social distancing, I know I want to go socialize. I want to go to parties, people having birthday parties, weddings, things like that, funerals. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Your health and safety is the number one factor. The pandemic is not going to last all times, but we should do what we can so it can pass on and everything. So this online schooling can be daunting, can be trepidations on every single level. I see that some districts are looking at afternoon, evening schedule. So I ask them, what are your options? Some districts have some flexibility in their hours, or saying that some lessons are going to be recorded. So when the child does get a chance to look at them with the parent with some guidance, then that will be available. No, it's not the best thing. No, it's not the traditional school, how we used to learn what's best for our kids learning. But what we going to do? Okay, all else fails. I don't have the bandwidth. If you're saying I don't have the bandwidth to withstand all these videos, the district is trying their best to give me technology and handling the internet situation. Okay, there's apps that you can put on your phone of any grade level, any subject learning. Our kids gonna learn. It's not gonna be the best situation. It's just not. I suggest going back to my very, very first video. It tells you how to make a schedule, set a place for your kid to do their work, and stick to that schedule, even if you have to put the times on your phone. We're going to do this. Even if you give them a schedule, even if you have to practice the schedule before the school comes. Okay, this is a practice drill. We're going to do this. I know you want your kids to have the best. We are all in this together. Doesn't matter what economic status or wherever you are, it's happening to all of us. Now, some of us can afford to what they call pods, a group of families getting together, hiring a personal teacher for this little cohort of kids of theirs. Okay, that might be some really expensive lemonade, but you're making lemonade. So how can you and your neighbors or people that have the same kids in the age groups or whatever, how can y'all work it out? And then how can you share your ideas? Write some comments about sharing your ideas. Share the video so people can be thinking about all these things to sharing ideas. This is coming. This is what we have. What we gonna do? So I will even put some suggestions. I live in the state of Ohio. Ohio has on their website, the Ohio Department of Education, has like some suggestions for families, for parents, to help them with their online learning and all the issues that may cause. But whatever we're going to do, we're going to take this, use this, and make this.